4 horrific attacks in just 1 week have shocked Germany. It's now been confirmed that 2 of the assaults were carried out by Islamic State sympathizers, while the motives of the other 2 are still being investigated. And the fact that 3 of the attackers were asylum seekers has turned people's anger against Chancellor Merkel and her open-door policy.
Merkel must weg, or Merkel must go. It's a phrase that's gaining traction across Germany. A spate of attacks across the south of the country has seen the phrase appearing on keychains, bumper stickers, T-shirts and posters.
Following the attack here in Ansbach, people are telling me that they're upset with the policy and the policy makers that have allowed so many people into the country unchecked.
In my opinion, they should all be sent home. I don't want to sound racist, but only those people with families should be allowed to stay. Single men should go home and defend their countries.
Merkel should resign. This is the easiest solution to the problem, in my opinion.
She let in so many people without papers, controls or checks. It's very difficult now with all these people already here. It's too late to search for needles in a haystack, but I do think we need stricter border controls.
The authorities in charge of it should handle the refugee cases faster to solve the problem, and those due to be deported should be deported.
And it's been reflected in the polls. If a vote was held today, almost 10% less people would vote for Angela Merkel's party than did in the 2013 general election. While staunch critics of current refugee policy, Alternative for Germany, would become the 3rd party in the country. They didn't cross the threshold needed to get into Parliament in 2013. The way the Chancellor has handled the recent crisis has rankled some. After the 2015 Charlie Hebdo attack, she was one of the first to come forward.
What happened in France, this barbaric act of terrorism, is a challenge for all of us to fight for the values we uphold. We stand with France.
But after this tragic week in Germany, she hasn't been forthcoming at all. After the Munich massacre, she wasn't heard from until long after other leaders.
We don't yet know exactly what's happening there, but obviously our hearts go out to those who may have been injured. It's still an active situation.
We all mourn deeply for those who will never return to their families.
Leading to people online wondering where the Chancellor was and say they expected her to address the nation. Her silence didn't go unnoticed, while other world leaders spoke out against attacks. After a week which has left Germany reeling from a swathe of attacks, if Angela Merkel can't convince her people that she's the one to lead them through the crisis, the calls that she must weg will only grow louder. Peter Oliver, RT, Germany.